Hello everyone, I'm Mr. English Teacher. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will talk to you about a very important topic. Have you ever wondered how you can speak English better than ever before? You may have been trying to learn English for a long time and dreaming of speaking fluently. But while doing this, you encounter many difficulties, such as not being able to speak properly or not knowing the right words. Don't worry, you are not alone at this point. Most people experience these things. But the good news is that with the right methods, you can improve your speaking skills much faster than you think. So if you're ready, grab your coffee, lean back, and start listening to me carefully. Teacher, what is the difference between people who speak English fluently and beginners? I think you're asking me this question. Let me tell you this. Contrary to what many people think, people who speak English fluently do not know all the words or never make mistakes. They also make mistakes. The difference lies entirely in confidence. Even if they forget a word, they don't stop speaking or get upset with English. Instead, when they can't remember or don't know a word, they try to explain it in another way, using different sentences or words, helping the person in front of them understand them. Think about it this way. You're having a conversation in your native language and sentences come out of your mouth automatically. Did you focus on grammar while doing this? No. Or did you focus on vocabulary? No. You're just talking and all you want is to speak, right? The first step to achieving this is gaining basic speaking confidence. Yes, confidence is something that is gained later, I accept that, but remember this. No matter your level, if you want to speak English fluently, you can speak better than you do today. You just need to work on it a little. In the following sections, I will go into more detail about this point. After all, this video is about how you can build your confidence. But first, let me answer this question. Why is confidence so important, especially when learning and speaking English? The answer is that confidence is an invisible, abstract power. This power exists in everyone. It is just a hidden treasure waiting to be revealed. All we need to do is ensure that as we speak, both our language skills and our confidence increase. At this point, there is a quote by Winston Churchill: "Success is not final, failure is not fatal." In short, what matters is finding the courage within yourself to keep going. So speaking English is exactly like this. The more you speak, the more your English improves, and the more your English improves, the better your speaking becomes. At this point, I will give you some homework. Your first homework is to speak English for at least 5 to 10 minutes every day. You can do this with your friend, with your family, or alone. The important thing is to do it every day. Section 2. The power of active listening. Active listening is such an important practice that in order for someone learning English to speak it well, one of the most important things is being actively exposed to the language. Listening to English texts, videos, or audio recordings regularly every day will increase your exposure to English, and through this you will learn many patterns and words. In other words, to speak well, you must first listen well. When you listen, you are not only hearing words or sentences, but you are also learning patterns, intonation, the rhythm of English, the flow of sentences, and the emotions in natural speech. Therefore, active listening is one of the most important elements of fluency. Active listening means analysing what you hear. You notice how words, expressions, and sentences connect and how they are emphasized. One of the most effective exercises for this is the shadowing technique. My loyal followers on this channel know that I have made several videos about this. They are available on my channel right now. After this video, you can directly go to my video about shadowing. Since we are here, let me briefly explain it. Simply put, you choose any video or audio. Then, either while it is playing or after it ends, you repeat what you heard. Let me give you a daily exercise on how you should practice this. Choose a short podcast or story. Listen to one sentence, pause, repeat. Continue this process for a few minutes. Remember, our goal is not to be perfect, but to be exposed to English every day and to improve ourselves every day. Section 3. The repetition technique, the invisible engine of fluency. Earlier, we talked about the shadowing technique, but shadowing alone is not enough. The secret of speaking English fluently is repetition. Since our brain stores what it sees and hears every day easily in long-term memory, we must regularly repeat the English words and patterns we learn daily. For example, we need to regularly repeat the 5 or 10 most common dialogues, phrases, or words we encounter every day. Here are some examples. How are you doing today? Can you help me with this? I think, in my opinion. Section 4. Make English practice fun. Yes, learning English can sometimes be boring and difficult. Maybe you feel this way too. But don't worry, yes, it may be an unfamiliar field or something you struggle with, but this is exactly why you need to make English fun. So how can you make English fun? First, you can role play. So what is role playing? For example, imagine yourself ordering coffee in a cafe, or imagine you are in a job interview. You can even imagine meeting and chatting with someone new. Another example is talking about your interests. If you like cooking, share a recipe. If you like playing football or volleyball, comment on a match. Additionally, you can listen to a story or podcast and talk about its summary. Doing these exercises improves your thinking skills and helps the words you've learned come out of your mouth more fluently. Section 5. Overcoming speaking blocks. Yes, everything may be going well, but sometimes there comes a moment when words don't come out while speaking. You may know the word in your mind, but you can't say it. When you face problems like this, do not worry. This is completely normal. To overcome these issues, you can use several solutions. For example, don't be afraid of making mistakes. The faster you speak, the more mistakes you make. But the more mistakes you make, the faster you learn. Another point. Practice speaking to yourself. At home, on the road, in the market, in the library. Ask yourself questions in English and answer them in English. Do you know why this is important? Because when you meet someone in a cafe and have to speak English for real, if you are going to make a mistake, it's better to make that mistake now while practicing alone. You will learn the cause and solution of the mistake during practice, and when you have the same dialogue in real life, you may not make any mistakes at all. So in short, if you're going to make mistakes, make them when practicing alone. Your error rate will be much lower when speaking with real people. Section 6. Finding a speaking partner. Yes, if you've reached Section 6, the only thing left is to find a speaking partner. Because you have now built a foundation for English, you've gained confidence, you've learned many techniques. Now the next step is speaking with a real person. For this, you can use online language applications, for example, online AI voice bots, speaking practice apps you can download from the App Store, Discord speaking rooms. The examples I have given have both free and paid versions. Choose one that fits your budget, find a partner suitable for you, and improve your English speaking even more. Yes, we have come to the end of another video. In today's video, we talked about how we can increase our confidence to speak English fluently. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you are a beginner in English and are looking for a roadmap or a guide, you can get my book Prepared for Beginners from the link below. I guarantee it will be very useful for you. Yes, I am Mr. English Teacher. Until we see each other in the next video, take care of yourselves.